The Golden State Warriors are still dedicated to the foundation of their dynasty, but they're also starting to admit that significant adjustments to their long-standing methods are now required. The biggest shift is a greater emphasis on young, which implies that certain veterans will have fewer roles. Will the Golden State Warriors consider adding more youth to the team? In the final minutes of Golden State's games against the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers, Andrew Wiggins was taken out of the starting lineup, and Klay Thompson was benched. Both decisions favoured youth over the two seasoned veterans, since Steve Kerr had to choose the player who was performing better rather than the one with a longer track record. It's just a realisation that again you've been around this league long enough, you try to hold on to the fabric of how we do things with the group we've done it with for so long. And now you're in a position where that's threatened a little bit, Stephen Curry said in response to this significant shift that occurred after the team's loss to LA. That's alright too. Admit it, many of our talented guys are attempting to make their way and take on more responsibilities, and I have a lot of faith in this group's abilities. That's our task till it changes. However, as the run progresses, I believe that this year's first 20 games have kind of hinted at what might look a little different. These hints that the team is more or less interested in adding more young blood to the lineup. One of the stars on the Golden State Warriors' radar is expected to be traded in the upcoming weeks, and they may be key participants before the NBA trade deadline. The Toronto Raptors are reportedly shopping all-star forward Pascal Siakam, according to a report from ESPN's Time Bontemps. Bontemps said, league sources expect Toronto to move on from two-time all-star forward Pascal Siakam before the trade deadline. Golden State will likely be active before the February 8th trade deadline, according to Anthony Slater of The Athletic, who made this prediction on 95.7 The Game. I believe they're taking the next 3 weeks or the next month to properly evaluate whatever course of action has to be taken. To be honest, I do believe something will happen. Before deadlines in the past, I've had the feeling that no, there's a decent chance they just don't do anything. This time I'm not feeling that way. They don't seem to believe that anything has to change after their loss to the Denver Nuggets, and after reading one report before the tip-off against the Detroit Pistons. However, I do believe that all of this is influencing the decision-making process, and as I mentioned earlier, I believe that a decision is imminent. If Golden State wants to compete at the top levels of the Western Conference, it needs to bring in more talent, with 5 less points per game on average than the previous season and a significant decline in all his field goal shooting percentages. Klay Thompson's still having a difficult season. As a result of several bans, Draymond Green has missed more than half of the team's 34 games. Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, two of the team's best young players, have also voiced dissatisfaction with their positions during the 2023-24 season. Slater didn't say which player he thought the Warriors would target specifically, but over the past few months a number of NBA pundits have linked the Dubs to Siakam. Siakam can provide scoring for Golden State. In 4 of the last 5 seasons, he's averaged more than 22 points per game, according to Basketball Reference. In addition, he rebounds rather well. In 4 of the previous 5 years, he averaged more than 7 rebounds a game. Siakam, who stands 6 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 230 pounds, is a versatile defender who can provide size to a Warriors squad that's in need of it. Given that Siakam's nearing the end of his 4-year, $137 million contract, he may be considering a 1-year rental for the Golden State Warriors, who are short for salary space and may try to sign Thompson to a multi-year contract the next year. With Siakam's $38 million cap hit and backup point guard Chris Paul's $31 million salary cap amount, the Warriors may reach a reasonable salary range and complete a trade under the NBA trades regulations. Beyond Paul's contract, which is about to expire, Golden State will also need to add other assets. In light of his dissatisfaction with the team, Kuminga makes sense as a trade asset. In addition, the Warriors are able to trade their first-round pick from 2028 to add a pick that might be anywhere between number 5 and number 10. The Sacramento Kings, the Warriors' local rivals, have surfaced as potential suitors for Siakam, according to Shams Canaria of The Athletic. However, this doesn't exclude Golden State from making another offer of their own. According to reports, Zach LaVine is reportedly being courted by the Warriors to join them. Is there any truth to it? Rich Paul, Zach LaVine's agent, is searching for the ideal location for his client. Paul stated that he didn't have a certain team in mind and that he just wanted LaVine to be happy wherever he plays next. According to sources who spoke with Hoops Wire, the Golden State Warriors have surfaced as a potential destination for Zach LaVine, as trade speculations involving Klay Thompson are gaining steam. Klay is nearing the end of his $189 million 5-year contract, Additionally, given his recent collapse, the Warriors may decide not to renew his contract. As an NBA player, Klay's enjoying one of his poorest seasons to date. His average is just 16.9 per game. Klay's shooting a career worst 37.8% from 3-point range, showing that he's having trouble with the long ball. Rumours have been circulating non-stop that Klay will be leaving the Warriors before the season's out. Zach LaVine may be a fantastic addition to the struggling Warriors club if it occurs. The entire season has been difficult for the Golden State Warriors. With a 16-18 record, they're placed 11th in the Western Conference. Zach LaVine is a superstar who Stephen Curry and company might utilise to break out of this slump. Throughout his career, LaVine has been the Chicago Bulls' main scorer. He can score consistently in the 20s and contribute on both ends of the court. LaVine can help the Warriors win more games by relieving Stephen Curry of some of the scoring pressure. LaVine has the ability to score from beyond the arc as well as inside the basket. Stephen Curry may have plenty of space to shoot the ball as a result. With LaVine on the floor with him, Stephen will encounter fewer double teams. Zach LaVine might help the Warriors get over the hump and into the playoffs so they can compete for the championship if they make a trade for him. Are the Golden State Warriors having team problems right now? Known for their domination in the NBA, the Golden State Warriors are currently battling internal strife. The ongoing contract disagreement between the team and 5-time All-Star Klay Thompson is at the heart of the debate. There's a lot of anxiety because Thompson, 33, turned down the Warriors' offer of a 2-year, $48 million contract, heightening the possibility that he may leave. A former teammate who asked to remain anonymous claimed that both players and executives are becoming frustrated with the impasse. Not only does the team's composition face danger due to the stagnation of the contract discussions, but its on-court performance may also suffer as a result. Some Warriors players are anxious for the conflict to end because they think it could ruin their season. The way that Thompson was criticised by his former teammate for turning down the contract extension clarifies another facet of the conflict. He questioned whether Thompson's financial expectations are in line with his present contributions to the team, pointing out Thompson's patchy play and declining defensive prowess. The message is clear: Thompson's stubbornness might cause him to leave, especially with the Warriors hoping to win another title under star player Stephen Curry. The Warriors are handling additional internal problems in addition to the contract disagreement. An additional degree of tension has been created by Draymond Green's suspension for punching Jusuf Nurkic. Team chemistry is further complicated by claims that Jonathan Kuminga is losing faith in head coach Stephen Kerr. These problems, along with difficulties sustaining leads and assembling a squad with the proper balance, cloud the Warriors' chances for success this year. Are you a fan of the Golden State Warriors? Do you believe they have what it takes to win the NBA this season? Please provide your thoughts in the comments area. For more interesting stories and updates, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications. Goodbye.